If you guys can just put in a little bit of effort, a little bit of elbow grease, and be okay if you get some setbacks or some failures, meaning you go to an auction, maybe the properties are bid up, maybe your property doesn't even show up at the auction. That's okay. Maybe you have to go to 4 or 5 before you get a property. For myself, I went to a tax deed training, and 2 days later, I bought a property and I was hooked on the business. For some of you, you might get a property right after this live stream. It happens. We see people all the time. And if you have got a property, please put in the comments the type of property you got, because folks often watch and comment on the properties they've picked up. But what I'm really trying to hammer home here is, this is a game of some elbow grease, a little bit of effort. We can't promise results, but what we can promise is if you stick to it, you can get some good deals. Let's see here. Columbus, there land banks that kind of operate like OTC land banks. Too many stipulations. Now, we've done Hamilton. Did we ever go to the Columbus sale, Josh?
We got one thing in Columbus before. Yeah. I think here's what I would say about that. I'm just gonna throw up the old Google Maps here and throw up Columbus, Ohio. Okay. So here's what I would say. And yeah, great question about the land banks. And so a lot of times land banks are going to have stipulations. And what they're looking to do is take county held property, and they want someone who's going to be able to either A, fix it up, or B, do something with the land, revitalize it, get it back into the community, and have a plan. And so a lot of times they actually want someone who's got experience. And if you haven't done a flip before, they might not sell the property to you. And so each county is going to be a bit different, and each state's a bit different as well with the land banks. And so sometimes the land banks, they just get leftover property. Sometimes it's over the counter and the county holds on to it and they release a few to the land bank. So you have all of those different kinds of scenarios. And so what you could do is, if you're in Columbus, is you could actually just start looking at the counties that are around you. And so, I think probably like this, this kind of square I'm doing, or rectangle, I think this is about an hour and a half. Yeah, Columbus to Dayton is about an hour and a half, more or less. And so you could just be cherry picking whichever county around you has got the least barrier to entry with the land bank, because not every land bank is going to operate the same way. Some land banks are actually just happy to get properties out of their inventory back on like the tax roll, collecting taxes, because usually those properties are not collecting taxes. And so, yeah, some places are really strict. They've got a huge barrier to entry. And so just shop around, and you can go ahead, put a little bit of elbow grease in, as we mentioned before, and find the pockets around you that are good, that are easy. Because we see people do that all the time. They'll say to us, hey, I tried this place. It's they don't have great OTCs, but then they go to the county next door and it's a gold mine. So
Josh,
yeah, shop around.
He's saying every land bank in Ohio appears to have its own personality.
Yeah, exactly. So not everybody is going to follow the same path, and not everybody is going to require you to have experience or require you to jump through a whole bunch of hoops. But there's different hoops, and so if the hoop it's just a long process, that's a lot better than someone trying to prove, what they're going to do with the property and what their skill set is and things like that. And so, yeah, I would just go around here, look at the counties around you, and find one that is desirable.
Nice. Good stuff. All right. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I have a free gift for you for watching a free mini course called The ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. This is one of the best books on tax liens, and it is totally free as my gift to you for watching. In the description below, it'll walk you through tax liens from start to finish, along with the directories with all 1,500 tax lien and deed counties put here so that you don't have to go and search around the internet to find them on your own. So the other thing I have is, if you already have this book and you want to do a deep dive, my team and I have found an auction with a whole bunch of properties worth 200 to 300 grand, opening bids of just 1,600 bucks. So if you want to deep dive and attend an auction with some help, you can also schedule a free call below and we can discuss helping you in this business. Regardless, thanks for watching. You can check things out in the description below and enjoy the videos. We'll see you soon.